I've been on YouTube for about 7 years now, and I've posted over 100 videos. Some videos did well, and other videos did not. But every post taught me a little bit about YouTube. I can't stress this enough, but YouTube Shorts matters so much. I feel like so many people underestimate the power of YouTube Shorts. For me personally, I grew 200 subscribers, honestly over 200 subscribers from using YouTube Shorts. And this was when I was on YouTube like on and off, and I still grew 200 subscribers just because my video from YouTube Shorts did a little bit well. And when I say a little bit well, I mean 2,000 views. And I got 200 subscribers from that alone. So just imagine you have 2,000 views, you get 200 subscribers. So imagine you post a video, a really good video on YouTube Shorts, or a clip of that video on YouTube Shorts, and get 100,000 views. Just imagine how much your channel would grow from that video alone. Something I've realized about YouTube Shorts is YouTube Shorts is nothing like TikTok. With YouTube Shorts, they push out videos. It is not biased. You do not have to post every single day. It's either your video does well or it doesn't. It really just depends. But on TikTok, it is almost like you're getting punished if you don't post every single day. And then you're getting shadow banned and all that stuff. And I've just never found a problem with YouTube Shorts for that very reason. Like, you could even delete a post and then repost it days later, and then that video could do pretty well. Because I've done that before. I posted a video, it got like 30 views, so I deleted it. And when I reposted it, it got 1,000. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Do I do this every time? No. But I have realized that YouTube Shorts really does help. And from this point on, I will always be using YouTube Shorts to promote every single long form video. What you don't know is YouTube actually pays very well for long form videos. So if you can get people to be interested in your videos through YouTube Shorts, they can click on it through the related video link below, and then go directly to your video. This could help with engagement, watch hours, and it might even get you some subscribers. So I feel like it is really good to use that feature and try to promote yourself as much as possible on YouTube. Being consistent is one of the most important things that you could do on any social media platform. And I know a lot of people talk about being consistent, posting every day and all types of stuff. But for YouTube, I found that you don't really have to post every day. I will never be posting every day. I just I just can't personally. But having a day of the week that you just know that you can upload a video is the best option, because when I was posting every single week, at the same time, I saw a change in my views. It went from 20 to like 100 plus. And that might not seem like a lot, but at the end of the day, it's YouTube. That is a lot for YouTube, especially when you aren't really somebody that built a platform. That is a lot. And especially if you see that consistently, those numbers will start to compound on each other. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that being consistent is easy, because it's really easier said than done. But this brings me into my next point. We must build systems. I call these my systems of consistency, and they've honestly been helping me really well. If you struggle with posting consistently, I want you to do this. I need you to pick a day out of the week. Any day out of the week. I'm going to pick Monday for this example. When you have a day, this is going to be your posting day. This day never changes. At 12 p.m., a video needs to go live, okay? Every single Monday at 12 p.m., a video will get posted. Now, you need to come up with days that you actually film and days that you actually edit. So you need 2 more days. So if I'm posting on Monday, let's say I start on some random week. And let's say I record my videos on Wednesday. I record my videos on Wednesday. I edit them on Friday. They go live. I schedule them to go live on Monday at 12 p.m. That's exactly how you should do it. And I even take it a step further with my system. And when I feel like posting, I collect my videos. Personally, I like to be a month ahead. I like my videos to be out a month ahead. So if something happens, I get sick or something, it does not affect my posting schedule whatsoever. So therefore, I would say be a month ahead. So like if you start this month, a post shouldn't go live until next month. And then it'll be consistent from then. Like for instance, if you're only posting once a week, that's 4 videos. 4 long form videos that you need to film, you need to edit, and you need to make a thumbnail and stuff and get them scheduled to post. So then when you do get them scheduled to post, they'll all be going up every single week at that same time that week, and you won't have to think about it for some time. And you can slowly make new videos over that course period of time. Just don't fall behind because you don't want those numbers to catch up to you and then now you're rushing again. This is how we stay consistent. We build these systems so that if anything happens, it won't make us lose our consistent streak because it's so important for these apps. I will say, I'm not going to make you be a month ahead like me because at the end of the day, 4 videos is a lot, or it can be a lot, but I would aim to be at least 1 to 2 weeks ahead of my schedule, just so if anything happens, you don't have the rush to put out a video. The videos will be there and then you can catch up when you're ready. The next thing I want to talk about is the planning cycle. I feel like this is a dangerous trap that gets a lot of people that want to make content in a loop, and this is why a lot of people quit. They get stuck in this cycle of always constantly planning because they want everything to be perfect. If your video is not perfect, then it's obviously the end of the world. When it's not. When it's not. I don't want you to plan too much. I want you to come up with the video concept, and then I want you to record that video and then get that video up to post. Because at the end of the day, if you're constantly planning all the time and you're not filming, you're just procrastinating. You're literally just procrastinating. It does not need to be perfect whatsoever, because the crazy thing is about making videos, editing them, and getting them out is the fact that you grow with every video that you post. Every time you sit in front of the camera, every single time you sit in front of the camera and you talk to yourself in the camera, and you record your life, and then you come home and you edit those videos, and then you schedule them to post, you're going to get better and better and better and better to the point where you're perfect. But if you just sit there and you keep planning and planning and planning, no action, you're not going to get better. And it's sad to say, but you're not going to get better until you start putting those plans into action. So just sit there and record the video, edit the video, and get it up to post, please. Okay. Okay. And honestly, the last part that I want to add for this section is your video does not need to be perfect. Like, I know I said this a couple of times, but I really want to say your video does not need to be perfect. In fact, your video can be bad. You're trying. And that's more than a lot of people can actually say. Because a lot of people have really big dreams and then they never go for it. And that's different when it comes to you, because you're going to record them videos and you're going to get them out. People might laugh at you. Who cares? At the end of the day, in a couple of years, when you're exactly where you want to be and they're still where you left them, they're going to wish they started when you started. So what I really want to say is, don't overthink it. Just post the videos and let it sit there and let it do its job. Everything else will fall in line later. Now, before I talk about the very last thing that I want to talk about in this video, which is the posting and the thumbnails and stuff, I want to say this. Just because you think that your videos have to be perfect and that your videos aren't perfect, I want you to know that there's people out there that would look at that same video and think that that was the most perfect thing they've ever seen in their life. So whatever your expectations for yourself is not somebody else's expectations, and they will not see it the same way that you do. But do with that as you will. The last thing that I want to talk about is three things. Technically, I found that these three things really help with videos because I've been seeing an increase in my views when I was doing these three things. And so I really want to stress them a little bit. But I want this to be a focus after you've already been consistently recording videos, editing videos, and you've been doing it for about a month without a day missed. Then you can focus on this. Don't be focusing on this if you ain't got the last step down. Because if you ain't posting on videos, then you just trying to be perfect. And if you trying to be perfect, we already talked about this. You're perfect to somebody. Post the videos and you will get better regardless of what you think. You're going to always get better if you're always putting yourself out there. This section is called title, thumbnail, and first 30 seconds. I think that a title is very important because it tells the audience what the video is about. On top of that, it gives YouTube a category to put your video and who to put your video in front of. And on top of that, I will say get into SEO, but personally, it is a bit complicated. And I don't even think I have the hang of it. But if you do research on SEO, I think that that's really good. And it's putting you ahead of most people for real. ahead of me. Anyhow, but a title is very important because it tells the audience what they're going to be watching, what they're going to be getting into if they click on your video. You need to make this very engaging. Title tells you what the most important is. Very important because at the end of the day, a lot of people click because of the title. But I won't say that that's the only thing that they're looking for. Obviously, they're looking for a thumbnail, and that is the most important. The thumbnail and the title needs to be in cahoots. It needs to be in cahoots. They need to be working with each other, not against each other. If the title is telling you one thing and you're looking at the thumbnail and it's telling you another, you're most likely not going to click that video. So make sure your thumbnail look good. Make sure you got the colors, you got the angles, you got everything that you want to relay. Because at the end of the day, they looking at it. They looking at that picture and they're like, because you can tell a lot from your thumbnail. You could tell exactly what the video is going to be about before you even read the title on that thumbnail. So make sure your thumbnail is looking good and make sure it is working with your title and not against your title. And last, I want to say this because this is fairly new to me, but the first 30 seconds needs to be engaging, especially if you're doing vlogs. And also if you have a gaming channel, always do like a coming up or previously or something that's engaging, something that's funny. Like put the funniest moment right there in the beginning of the video. Put the craziest moment a little bit sneak peek, like a little sneak peek in the beginning of the video. So if they hovering and like thinking about clicking on your video and then they see that, they gonna click on that video. You know what I mean? So make sure the first 30 seconds is engaging. It coordinates really well with the title and the thumbnail. So if I'm getting into a video that's about, it's storming so loud over here. Anyway, if you're getting into a video that is about going to a party, put in the best party clips. What? But yeah, these are the things that I would work on when creating a channel. I would work on my title, I would work on my thumbnails, and I would work on the first 30 seconds. But this is after the fact that you've gotten really good with posting consistently, no matter the result. Because if you're always constantly looking at the numbers and doubting yourself, you need to be replacing that with working more and doing more and learning more and consuming a little bit more, I would say, because like if you're interested in vlogs and making an interesting vlog, then obviously I would say you need to consume more vlogs, because obviously if their vlog is interesting, you can take some elements from their vlog and put it into your own and try to make it your own. Like obviously we're not going to be stealing the content. You need to be making the content your own, you know? Anyhow, if you liked watching this video or if you found this information very Anyhow, if you enjoyed watching this video or if you found my information really good and educating, then I would love if you dropped a like, comment, and you subscribe to the channel and kept up with the Creator Diaries. I post Creator Diaries every Monday and I post Life Diaries every Friday if you want to keep up with my life. Anyhow, I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Ria Mac out.